As we welcome you back inside the broadcast booth, thanks again for lending us your eyes and ears. We are broadcasting live from the Watertown Civic Arena. It is the NSAA Super 6 as the Comets of Mayville State, they're looking to play upset, looking to play spoiler tonight against a very, very good program. Welcome inside the broadcast booth. I am David Tewksbury. Thanks again for lending us your eyes and ears. A great, great Friday night to you and yours as Viterbo, the team ranked 9th in the country, they are looking for another chance to dance against Bellevue tomorrow. That'll be at 2 o'clock. For those of you just joining us, it was the Bruins of Bellevue downing the Saints of Presentation College in straight sets. As the Comets, they're looking to play spoiler here for sure. They had a long contest against VCSU earlier on today. That was essentially, you can use the word marathon. It was a marathon. It was a 5-setter. We anticipated as much between two teams that had always played each other quite well and two teams that already had a pair of 5-setters. We kind of thought, hey, this might be another situation where you get another 5-set affair, and lo and behold, it would be the Comets of Mayville State downing the Vikings of VCSU. 5 players in double figures in that contest for the Comets of Mayville State, led by Samantha Pesa. You had another triple-double performance as well from Elora Pesa in that one as well, with 37 set assists, 14 terminations, and 15 digs. She was fantastic. She's going to need another performance much like that one to take down the 9th-ranked team in the country. That, of course, would be the V-Hawks of Viterbo University, 9th-ranked team in the country under head coach Ryan DeLong. They are 26-7 this season, 13-1 in the North Star. Mayville State, they come into this one 17 up, 17 games down. They are 8-7 in the North Star under head coach Lindsey Johnson. Looking forward to this one between the Comets and the V-Hawks of Viterbo. Let's go ahead and kick things over to our public address right here and right now, officially.
Ladies and gentlemen, the North Star Athletic Association welcomes you to the Watertown Civic Arena for tonight's North Star matchup between the Mayville State University Comets and the Viterbo University V-Hawks. Please direct your attention to center court, where our champions of character team members from Mayville State and Viterbo University will begin the match with their ceremonial handshake. Congratulations to Cora Johnson from Mayville State and Mariah Calkins from Viterbo University, honoring student athletes who best represent the 5 core values of integrity, respect, responsibility, sportsmanship, and servant leadership. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the introduction of the starting lineups. First, the Viterbo University V-Hawks. Number 17, on the right side, Marissa Clement. Number 24, middle, Mariah Calkins. Number 14 is an outside hitter, Grace Brody. Number 6, an outside hitter, Kenzie Winker. Number 3, a middle hitter, Jada Mitchell. The center, number 1, Lauren Sabaski. And the V-Hawk libero, number 8, Adriana Reinhardt. Assistant coaches, Dave Simon, John Ryan, Jenna Bean, head coach Ryan DeLong. And now the starting lineup for the Mayville State University Comets. Number 1, an outside hitter, Samantha Pesa. Number 6, defensive specialist, Peyton Richter. Number 10, the center, Rachel Hill. Number 14, outside hitter, Elora Pesa. Number 17, a middle, Ashley Piper. Number 21, an outside hitter, Abby Cox. And number 18, your libero, Natalie Agrava. Assistant coaches, Michelle Micklejohn and Jay Wilson. Head coach of the Comets, Lindsey Johnson. Your officials, as assigned by the North Star Athletic Association for this match, are Melissa Gordon and Cindy Trent.
Thank you very much, sir. Much appreciated. We've got Viterbo and Mayville State coming up here within mere moments, as both teams, of course, have played each other twice, as is custom in the North Star. And Mayville State falling in both of those affairs, once in 3 sets and the other in 4 sets. Mayville State on the left-hand side of your screen in their white tops with blue numbers, with Mayville written across the lower back there in blue with black trunks, the white knee pads and white shoes. Libero Natalie Hadrava wearing the blue garb, white numbers. Mayville written across the lower back there in white as well. And as for the Viterbo squad, in their navy blue uniforms with white trim, white numbers, and their, I do believe, navy trunks. It's kind of hard to tell up here. They might be black, they might be navy, a very dark navy, but either way you hack it, white numbers there, and Viterbo written across the back end white as well. Your libero, Adriana Reinhardt, NSAA Libero of the Year 1 year ago. Reinhardt in the red garb with the white number, and Viterbo written across the back in white as well. Both teams exchanging their pleasantries a few short moments ago, and the referees say, let's go ahead and get this thing underway. And the winner of this contest gets the Bruins of Bellevue tomorrow afternoon at 2 o'clock, and we'll have the broadcast for you right here on Watertown Aero Activities YouTube page. To serve first, Mayville State from left to right as we see it. Put in play and controlled by the V-Hawks. Set up far side for the big swing for a put down immediately. That's Grace Rohde putting it down for the first time here today. Grace Rohde played her high school ball at Winona High School there, the Windhawk. Not the Warhawk, but the Windhawk. Also swam at the YMCA till a sophomore year in high school. Very athletic individual. Viterbo to serve from right to left. Passed in the back row by the Comets. Far side swing. And that is Addie Cox getting off to a fast start here. And that's a player that Mayville State is going to need here today. I thought she had one of her better games of the season earlier on this afternoon against VCSU. Abby Cox with 11 kills on 29 swings. We're tied at 1 apiece. In the middle, swing into the back row, picked up by Mayville State. They'll set up backside, gets through the block. Mayville State just pushes right back through. Sabaski was there. Big rip, and Hadrava with the pass. Pesa setting up Cox again, gets through the block for Viterbo. Both teams volleying. There's the dump play, and down to the floor for Elora Pesa. And that's something you have to be cognizant of if you're head coach Ryan DeLong and company. NSAA Coach of the Year, 5th time running. This is his 18th year at Viterbo. 555 career wins, just 188 losses. This guy knows how to win. Hadrava set it up, whistle, might be a double contact, it is. And Viterbo ties things up at 2 apiece. And the V-Hawks will serve from right to left with Adriana Reinhardt. She'll put it in play. Played her high school ball for the Warriors of Caledonia High School. Another multi-sport athlete, basketball, volleyball, and softball. Reinhardt puts the right hand to it, gets over the top of the tape, passed in the back row by the Comets. A big rip in the middle is blocked by Jada Mitchell. And Jada Mitchell walking around in some high heels last night during the North Star Award ceremony, and I was looking at her and saying, you don't want to see anybody roll an ankle. But I tell you what, Mitchell, what a player she is, winning the Offensive Player of the Year in the North Star. Won a lot of awards, matter of fact. We'll get to some of those in just a bit. Far side swing from the V-Hawks, gets through the block and down to the floor. Got through Hadrava, and the kill goes for Melissa Clement, her first of the contest, the transfer student from the University of Milwaukee. Not too far from where I went to college, at Marquette University in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Missed some cheese curds now that I think about it. 4-2 your score. Now a service ace for Reinhardt. And just a very, very short serve, kind of fell right in between the 6 and 3 zone. 5-2 the V-Hawks. This will be Reinhardt. A couple of dribbles of the Baden, spins it, puts right hand to it. Over the top of the tape, Hadrava having a hard time with that one. That's another service ace. Back-to-back service aces for Adriana Reinhardt. In this one, Reinhardt with 42 now on the season, had 40 coming into today. Reinhardt, the approach, the serve. Hadrava with the pass, co-libero of the year. Far side, Corton sends it over to the top of the tape. Mayville's going to make them pay. No, they don't. Ball out of bounds. Attacking error from Ashley Pyburn, and you're down 7-2. I think Mayville State might think about a timeout here. And I think head coach Lindsey Johnson was looking at the referee saying, I'll save it. Adriana Reinhardt once again to put it in play for the V-Hawks of Viterbo. Here's the approach, jump serve into that near side corner, the one zone. Hadrava passing far side, tapped over by the Comets. Near side swing, big rip. Hadrava can't handle it. And Kenzie Winker comes up with the kill there. I think now you take the timeout. And she does. 8-2, Viterbo up early. You are listening and watching the NSAA Super 6 from the Watertown Civic Arena. A lot of accolades on the hardwood here tonight between both of these programs. We'll get to some of those coming up during our broadcast here today as Reinhardt, co-libero of the year in the North Star, sends it over with a left-hand swing. It's blocked but out of bounds as Mayville State earns the point. And that'll be Nicole Corton with the kill there, putting a stop to that run from Viterbo. That was a 6-0 run from the V-Hawks. And it'll be Natalie Hadrava, the other co-libero of the year. She'll put a right hand to Baden. Sent over, controlled by Viterbo on the serve receive, and they'll set up Jada Mitchell, who puts it down for the first time here today. Jada Mitchell, NSAA Offensive Player of the Year in this conference, also won Freshman of the Year as well. And she's got some serious ups. 6'1", freshman from New Albin, Iowa. 9-3. The V-Hawks put in play by Viterbo. There's the pass, going to be tapped over. Nice job pinching in close by the V-Hawks, and Winker there. Sent over to the far side and down to the floor once again for Viterbo as Coach DeLong pleased with that one. Very good start for the 9th-ranked team in the country. Mayville State needs to stop the bleeding here as McGrath got that last kill. Pesa setting up far side. Her sister, Samantha, puts it down. Her first kill of the contest. You need a big performance today from Samantha Pesa. She says she's the team's most active TikToker. I'm not so sure that's a good thing to brag about. The only TikToking I do is on my right wrist. I'm an old man. What do you want of me? All right, here's the serve. Reinhardt with the pass. They'll try the slide. It's sent over by Mitchell, but dug out nicely by the defense. They'll take the swing, the Comets will, but the dig by Kaylee Cowell. Mayville State gets it back. Pesa takes the big rip. It's blocked, dug out nicely by Viterbo. Near side swing, gets through the block. Hadrava is there. Pesa, little one ball in the middle, blocked by Mitchell. Jada Mitchell was right there. And it's an 11-4 advantage for the V-Hawks of Viterbo. Taylor Larson comes in to serve for Viterbo. Played her high school ball at Menominee Falls, the Phoenix, just down from where my parents live in West Bend. Matter of fact, big swing, nice dig defensively once again by Cowell. Big swing, gets through the block, dug out by the Comets. Pace her second. And to the service line comes Rachel Hill to put it in play for the Comets of MSU, trailing it by 6. Rachel Hill, the transfer from Lake Region State College, sends it over to the top of the tape. Going to be a 1-ball in the middle for Mitchell. Man, did she get upstairs for that one. Jada Mitchell bringing the tomahawk, and she's got some ups. You know, some players you can just tell they're kind of bouncy. Jada Mitchell, she's a little bouncy, and she's got some elevation. Now, for me, it would be, you know, slide a piece of paper underneath my foot. You can put a whole bookcase under hers on that exchange. Now a service error from Maddie Connor, and Mayville State earns the point, and they'll get the serve right on back, trailing at 12-6. Samantha Pesa to put it in play for the Comets of MSU. In between, or I'd say right around that 6 zone there. She'll put it in play to Reinhardt with the pass. Near side, big swing, blocked. It's sent over, I should say, by Mayville State. Nice play by Rachel Hill. Mayville State gets it back. Hill setting up far side for Elora Pesa, out of bounds. Boy, Rachel Hill just kind of put up both of her arms right there, just trying to avoid contact with that ball to her face. Ball went over on a free to Viterbo's side. Mayville still couldn't use it after Viterbo sent it back. Lauren Sabaski will put it in play from that 1 zone far side. Here's the jump float sent over. Pass by the Comets. Setting up backside for Elora Pesa, somehow dug out by Reinhardt. They'll free ball it over with Kleeman. Near side, tapped over. Viterbo ready for it. Reinhardt calls out everybody. Back row attack, here it comes, it's blocked. Nice defense inside by Cora Johnson, the Champion of Character Award winner for this Mayville State squad. Got the nickname Corn by Peyton Richter. Got a dog named Wrigley. Nice. I got a dog named Salty there, Corn. Wishing the best wishes back to Salty back in the Hub City. 13-7, Comets down 6, looking for a run here. Sabaski sets up a teammate, blocked for the moment. Sabaski gets it back. She'll try to dump it over, and just an attacking error there as Coach DeLong looks at that and says, not what I drew up. 13-8, Viterbo with the lead. Mayville with back-to-back points, trying to kill off some momentum here. Samantha Pesa sends it over. Setting up backside swing, gets through the block and down to the floor. Hadrava could not quite give chase. Pardon me, that was Richter on the serve, I should say. And a kill for Viterbo. 14-8 your score, Viterbo +6. Jump serve over the top of the tape. Mayville State out of system here. They'll free it over. Controlled by Viterbo. Near side swing, fading away block, but Reinhardt is there by Winker as she was blocked for the moment. Now Reinhardt gonna watch her teammate get to it. That's McCabe. Far side swing, down to the floor for the Comets. For the V-Hawks, I should say. Comets watching as Kleeman puts it down for the second time. 15-8 in favor of Viterbo. Midway stages of this first set, Coach DeLong says, all right, I want you to aim at the, well, we'll see where he said. Aim at the, probably the 6 zone, but too far and wide. Service error. And Mayville State will serve. And we'll see where Elora Pesa wants to put it. She'll put it into the 6 zone on this side. Near side swing, gets through the block and down to the floor for Kenzie Winker. Winker, 435 kills this season, averaging 3.69 kills per set. Very, very, very impressive player for Kenzie Winker. First team all-conference player, of course, from Holman, Wisconsin. That's Holman, not Holmgren. He was a coach back in the day for the Packers. Swing comes down to the floor, gets through the block, and Abby Cox earns her second kill of this first set. For those of you just joining us, Bellevue Downing presentation in straight sets. Natalie Hadrava to serve for the Comets. Pass by Reinhardt there in the back row. Setting up for Mitchell. She was partially blocked and down to the floor as Ashley Pyburn was there in the middle for Mayville State. Ashley Pyburn got the nickname AP, much like Adrian Peterson back in the day. She said, my teacher asked me where the Vikings played, and she said the cities. Teacher says, okay, you're now AP. Okay, it works. Near side swing, big rip, but Hadrava is there, going to be dumped over. Reinhardt is ready. In the middle, this is Mitchell. Hadrava was right there. Elora Pesa setting backside. It's blocked. Nice defense, as I don't think Nicole Corton was really ready for that one. It looked like that ball kind of surprised her a little bit. Viterbo comes up with the block and a 6-point advantage. Kaylee Cowell will put it in play. Kaylee, couple of dribbles here. Put right hand to Baden, sends it into the corner there in that far side 5 zone. This is Samantha Pesa, big dig, a big kill, I should say. Good effort though on the dig attempt by Reinhardt, but Mayville earns the point right on back. Viterbo in this one, hitting .222. Mayville State at 0-40 right now. +1 for Viterbo in the digs category. This is Reinhardt with the pass. Setting up near side, big swing for another kill for Kenzie Winker. 18-12 your score. Winker has 3. Jada Mitchell has a pair, as does Grace Rohde and Marissa Kleeman as well. 18-16, the home team on the scoreboard. Sent over to the net and down to the Viterbo side of the floor. Service error for Viterbo. And back into the contest for Viterbo is Kenzie Winker back in on that far side 1 zone. Setting up shop at the service line, Rachel Hill, the senior setter from Langdon, North Dakota. Here's the approach. Jump float over the top of the tape. Reinhardt with the pass. Setting up near side, going to be sent over. Nice dig defensively by Hill, keeping that one alive. Pesa tries the roll shot. Winker was there. Now Mitchell in the middle. Hadrava prepared. Far side Pesa blocked. Viterbo kept it alive somehow, and now they're going to have a double contact violation on the defense of Morgan Rober. Or was that 18, not 10? Yep, that's Martina McGrath. Yeah, that 18 kind of looks like 10 on the front side when these jerseys get a little bit bunched up. Hill sends it over into the 1 zone. Viterbo for Mitchell. Hadrava with the dig. Hill setting up backside for Elora Pesa, gets through the block and down to the floor. And just like that, Mayville has chipped and chipped and chipped away to a 3-point deficit here as Elora Pesa earns her 2nd kill. Coach DeLong still on the sideline. Not thinking about a timeout as of yet. Certainly with that lead. Near side, big swing, gets through the block. Hadrava gives chase, but not long enough. Grace Rohde, the sophomore from Winona, puts it down to the floor. And Viterbo earns that serve back, leading by 4. Jump served over the top of the tape. Nice aggressive serve there. This is Elora Pesa, big rip. Outstanding dig by the defense of Viterbo, and they will be blocked and just out of bounds. Viterbo earns the point. And after it was a 3-point game, back-to-back for Mayville, for Viterbo, I should say. And the V-Hawks are +5, 20-15. Here's the serve. Hadrava on serve receive for Samantha Pesa for Elora. Getting through the block. Pass by Cowell. Near side on a knee. Comet's ready for it. Going to be tapped over by, I believe that's Pyburn. Big swing and out of bounds. Check that. That was Johnson there in the middle. That's 7, not 17. Side out, favor of the Comets. 20-16 your score. Continue to send in those messages from where you're watching. And we'll continue to give those shout outs. We got some shout outs from Farley Kaiser, Remington Warner there as well. (21-16) in favor of the V-Hawks. And they're right back to the service line here as well. Here's the jump serve sent over, pass by Mayville State. In the middle, Elora Pesa bringing it. Her third. Elora has 3, Samantha has 3. Abby Cox with a pair, 21-17. Mayville State needs a run in them as they're going to send Peyton Richter to the service line. Nickname of Lil P sends it over. The Turbo controls. Far side a roll shot. Mayville State prepared for it. There's Lil P with the pass. Near side swing down to the floor for Abby Cox. Her third. 21-18. Mayville State continues to hang tight. Rachel Hill to serve once again. Is that Condon? I'm telling you, these jerseys are tough to read. Near side in the middle. Hadrava with the dig. This is Hill. Far side for Elora Pesa for another one. And I think Coach DeLong might think about something here as the deficit is now only 2 for the Comets. Elora Pesa starting to heat up. Coach DeLong with a couple of claps and says, all right, let's get this thing back here. Setting up, backside swing is dug out by Cox. Going to be pushed through. Reinhardt is there. Whistle and a double contact violation, and that's a biggie. 22-19 your score as the V-Hawks get the serve back up by 3 as Kennedy McCabe will set up to the service line. Played her high school ball at Mabel Canton High School. The Cougars played varsity ball from 7th through 12th grade. That means she's pretty talented. Hadrava with the pass immediately. And now Pyburn's going to put it down for Mayville State. And that's, I believe, her first kill of the contest, and it is. Need a big performance from her. That was her 5th swing and her first kill. She does have a pair of errors. 22-20. Comets down by 2. Setting up near side swing. It's blocked and out of bounds. Give one more for Kenzie Winker. 23-20. Checking back in is Jada Mitchell, the 6'1" freshman. 23-20, Reinhardt to serve. And I think we are ready to go here as one of the referees wanted to stop here for a second. I think maybe it's a problem with the net. Maybe one of the antennas is a little bit out of whack. So we'll take a look at that and should be good to go here in a second. Shout out to Devin, watching from the 920. He says, go Comets. 23-20, Viterbo up by 3. Reinhardt puts it in play, passed by NSU. Far side, big swing, Reinhardt is there. Whistle and a net violation on the home squad. 23-21, Natalie Hadrava, co-libero of the year. We'll put it in play. Played her high school ball at LaPorte High School, basketball, softball, speech, and drama. Does a little bit of everything. Also libero as well. Mitchell in the middle. Big swing for the kill. That's a biggie. Jada Mitchell's 3rd. And with a victory here in this first set, Viterbo will set the pace. They lead at 24-21. It'll be Kaylee Cowell to put it in play. Kowal looking to put this one skyward, and does. Into the back row, controlled by the Comets. Elora Pesa setting up a teammate for a kill, and that's Nicole Corton, who left earlier in our first match of the day. Second, I should say, technically, but her first match. Kind of hurt her hip a little bit running into the stands on the near side, but obviously okay and good to come back. 24-22, Comets down by 2, but they have the serve. Here's the jump float sent over. Reinhardt with a nice pass. Near side swing for the win. Is it in? It's just out of bounds. Oh boy, didn't miss by much. 24-23. Mayville State 1 point away from tying it up and taking this one into extra points. And if you're Coach DeLong, do you take a timeout here? He will. 24-23, and we will do likewise. You're listening and watching to the NSAA Super 6 from the Watertown Civic Arena. We'll stop this stream at the conclusion of this one and kind of restart to fix some of the glitchy things there. Mayville State looking to extend this to extra points. Viterbo looking to end it. Near side swing, Hadrava somehow dug it up. Pesa near side, tap down the line, and Viterbo ready for it. They're gonna set it up near side for Winker. Dug out by the Comets. Far side Pesa, blocked and out of bounds, and we're going to extra points. 24-all. Mayville State to the service line, trying to take the lead. Sent over, passed by Viterbo in the middle for Mitchell. Passed by the Comets. Far side, here's Pesa again. Viterbo ready for it. In the middle now, near side. There's going to be a double contact violation. And Mayville State is a point away from winning this first set. And if you're Coach DeLong, do you take another timeout here? You have one left. It is game point. He's going to stay on the sideline there, I think. Serve sent over. Viterbo with the pass. Mitchell in the middle, puts it down. Jada Mitchell, boy, she got some elevation there. Got to come down eventually because of this pesky thing called gravity. But man, can she play. Freshman of the year, offensive player of the year, first team all-conference. Lansing Key High School, the Hawks, are tied at 25 apiece. Hadrava with the pass. Elora Pesa setting backside, and a error on Nicole Corton, and now, just like that, Viterbo is a point away from winning this thing. It'll be Taylor Larson to the service line. Larson to try to give the Viterbo squad the win. Nice aggressive serve. Hadrava setting up far side for Pesa, gets through the block. Reinhardt is there in the middle, now swinging off near side. That'll be the second double contact violation on Viterbo. And again, we continue on with extra points, 26-all. And Rachel Hill right back to serve for Mayville State. Rachel says doesn't get her nails painted all season. That would make sense. Don't want to get anything chipped, right? All right, ball to the top of the tape. We're gonna have a whistle. I think Mayville State was over the line and also made some contact with the net there as well. Coach Johnson's not too pleased about it, but I think that's the right call. It was close, but I think they got it right. 27-26, as Maddie Connor will put it in play. Later high school ball at Germantown High School. There's a Costco there. Puts it in play. Nice aggressive serve. Now it's Pesa sending it back on over. Viterbo has to use this, and they do for the win. Grace Rohde puts it down for her third kill, and Viterbo wins it 28-26. All righty, we'll take a break in the action. We'll see if we can fix the glitch in terms of our stream. Hang on tight for us. We'll get that restarted here in just a few short moments on Watertown Aero Activities. Great to be back with you in the saddle here for the NSAA Super 6 at the Watertown Civic Arena. The Comets in that first set hitting a .174, led by Samantha and Elora Pesa with 4 kills each. Viterbo hitting .239, 4 kills from Mitchell, Winker, and Rohde. Both teams with 22 digs. And we had 4 lead changes. We were tied 5 times. And Mayville State looking to even things up here in the second set with a 28-26 victory for the 9th-ranked team in the country, Viterbo, in that first set. I want to give a big shout out once again to all of our workers here today. Even bigger shout out to the guys running the stream here, Ryan Remmers and company. His staff has done a marvelous job here from the Watertown Civic Arena. Near side swing, gets through the block, somehow dug out nicely by Mayville State. They'll try the cut shot and down to the floor. It's Abby Cox again. Her 4th kill, and she's had herself a day. Mayville State, of course, defeating Valley City earlier on this afternoon, winning 15-6 in that 5th and decisive set. And that game had all of the makings of an instant classic. Hard swing, blocked again. Pyburn is there for Mayville State. Comets +2 as they're on the right-hand side of your screen right now. The Comets of Mayville State. Left-hand side, of course, the V-Hawks of Viterbo. 2-0. Early stages of this second set. Nice aggressive serve. Setting up near side, big swing. Nice dig by the Comets once again on the joust. Kept alive. Mayville State sends it back, and this one's going to go over the far side of the antenna. That right-hand side, it's kind of like in football, you know, when you've got the uprights there, as it were, and if it goes just to the right of that upright, you know, it's obviously no good. If it goes over the top of it, it is good. That one just to the right there, so out of bounds. This will be McCabe to put it in play. Kennedy, the approach. Nice aggressive serve. Cox sends it to Hadrava, free balls it over. Controlled by Sabaski. And down to the floor for Viterbo. And we're tied up at 2 apiece. Kennedy McCabe, the approach. Over the top of the tape, Hadrava with the pass. Elora Pesa setting up a teammate, just barely got over the top. Good effort by the Viterbo squad. And now another block, and guess who? It is Ashley Pyburn once again. Pyburn off to a great start in this second set with a pair of blocks. Mayville 3, Viterbo 2 in the second set. Natalie Hadrava, co-libero of the year in the North Star, will put it in play from right to left as we see it. Controlled and now dumped over. Great job by Lauren Sabaski. That's her first kill of the contest. Sabaski just put it in the right spot. And Coach DeLong very pleased with that one. Adriana Reinhardt to serve. Multi-sport athlete, volleyball, basketball, and softball. Co-libero of the year. Listens to Don't Stop Believing before games. Tell you what, this team, they've got all the makings of a championship team for sure. Far side swing, blocked and out of bounds. Kill goes down to the floor for the junior outside hitter from Holman, Wisconsin. That's Kenzie Winker, her 5th. And Viterbo earns the point, and the service back from Adriana Reinhardt. Reinhardt gonna put right hand to Baden. Jump float over the top of the tape. This is Elora Pesa setting up Samantha. Gets through the block. Reinhardt, far side for Winker. Good dig defensively. Samantha tries again, blocked again. Hadrava kept it alive off of the net. 4 contacts. Viterbo 5. Mayville State 3. Second set here in Watertown. It'll be Reinhardt once again to serve from left to right as you see it here on the YouTubes. Watertown Aero Activities page. It's going to be short. Pass, though, by Samantha Pesa over to Elora. Pyburn knocks it over. Setting up Mitchell for another one. Boy, can this Jada Mitchell play. And guess what? She's only a freshman. You know, there is so much talent in this conference, and they're so young, too. Like Eve Fountain for Bellevue. Just a freshman last year and didn't play this year because of an injury. So continues with her eligibility with that red shirt. Hadrava with the pass. Pesa, nice pass to a teammate who knocked it on over. Comets were ready for it though. In the back row now, Elora Pesa setting up Samantha, who puts it down. Samantha Pesa's 5th kill of the contest. 6-4 in favor of Viterbo. Mayville State going to serve it over from right to left as Emily Condon will put it in play. Condon jump float into the back row, passed by the V-Hawks. Mitchell got it blocked, but got through eventually. Reinhardt, far side for Winker. Was it in? Yes. Kenzie Winker, her 6th. Nursing major. Got the nickname of Stinky Wink. She says, I'm one of Coach DeLong's favorite people to yell at. I'm not going to ask any questions on the nickname of Stinky Wink, but we'll let it lie. 7-4. Comets down by 3. Elora Pesa setting up far side, big rip. Reinhardt gives chase, chases it down. The left to send it back on over, fading away. Comets were there. Elora Pesa dumped it over. Reinhardt dug it out somehow. And the left to send back row attack action. Comets control, near side Samantha Pesa for the kill. You know, you just kind of knew with a match like this, with 2 players that wear different jerseys, more specifically one on the right-hand side of your screen, one on the left-hand side, talking about Natalie Hadrava and Adriana Reinhardt, respectively. There's going to be some defense played here today. Nice serve received by McCabe. Big swing. Again, the defense of Mayville State now fading away is Hadrava. She's going to get the kill. How about Natalie Hadrava? Puts it down for the first time here today, and give her some credit for that one. Puts on the left ankle brace, left knee pad, left shoe before getting started on the right. It's a superstition from her. A lot of these girls, very, very superstitious. I've got my own, believe me. All right, this is Cowell sending it up far side. Hadrava was there for the pass. This is another kill for Samantha Pesa, her 7th. And we're tied up at 7 apiece. And just like that, Mayville has evened things up in this one. Here's the jump serve sent just out of bounds by about half of, maybe even a little bit less than half of a foot. Side out, Viterbo earns the point and the serve. And Taylor Larson checks back in for Viterbo. She'll serve from left to right. Sends it into the back row, controlled by the Comets. Far side blocked. Mitchell was there on top of Samantha Pesa. Kind of telegraphed that one a little bit. And one of the players, best players in this conference again, comes up with the block. Jada Mitchell, Offensive Player of the Year, as well as the Freshman of the Year. Elora Pesa fading away, sends it over to Reinhardt. Mitchell again, gets through the block. They'll have to free ball this thing over, and now Hadrava sends it back. Far side swing, big rip. Great dig defensively by Condon. In the middle, sent over by Johnson. Now Reinhardt sends it over to Pesa. That's Samantha. Now dumped over. Mitchell sends it back. We're going to have a whistle and a net violation on the V-Hawks. 9-8, Viterbo leads by 1 as Samantha Pesa to the service line. Ran track and field and basketball, softball and volleyball, a 4-sport athlete in high school. Mitchell, just inbounds. Just inbounds. If this were played on a gridiron, you'd see some chalk come up on that one. Just painted the corner. Call her Rembrandt. 10-8 your score in favor of Viterbo, as Marissa Kleeman will put it in play for the V-Hawks. Where's that Connor? I'm sorry, that was Maddie Connor, number 11, not number 18. And now a kill in the middle for Viterbo. Mariah Calkins earns the kill there. And just like that, Viterbo has a little bit of breathing room here. They're up by 3, 11-8 on the scoreboard. Calkins, I should say, from Sun Prairie High School, the Cardinals. Here's the serve by Connor. Going to set up Cox, I think. Here is Cox for the swing. And Cox puts it down to the floor for the 5th time here today.
Abby Cox picks up the kill for the Comets.
11-9, Comets trimming that deficit down. Peyton Richter to serve from right to left as you see it. Richter into the back row in that 5 zone. Controlled, far side, big swing from Rohde. Mayville State ready for it though. A great diving attempt. And Viterbo keeps this play alive as Reinhardt will free it over. Hadrava pushes right through, but right to Cowell. Far side, Rohde for the kill. Grace Rohde has 5. Rohde with 5, Winker and Mitchell with 6 each. And Lauren Sabaski will put it in play for the V-Hawks. Sabaski starts way, way back and gets a bit of a running start here. 12-9 your score. Sabaski signals that she's ready. Sends it into the corner and out of bounds. Peyton Richter gave a look and said, nope, not going to touch that one. Not even with about a 4-foot pole. Out of bounds. Elora Pesa to the service line for MSU. Passed by Reinhardt. They'll set up far side. Big tomahawk swing for the kill for Marissa Kleeman. Her 3rd. Marissa Clemen, I should say. Clemen played her high school ball out of La Crosse Logan High School, the Ranger. 1st team All-State player as a senior. 13-10 your score. Viterbo puts it in play, and that's a service ace for the V-Hawks. And a timeout might be upcoming here if Mayville State can't put an end to this run here that Viterbo is putting on. Kennedy McCabe earns the service ace there. The youngest of 6 kids is Kennedy. Puts it in play. Passed by Richter in the middle. Dug out by Reinhardt, going to be tapped over. Elora Pesa controls on that far side. Now a block. Pesa gets it back on the joust. Viterbo controls. This is Sabaski. Far side, big rip. Mayville State ready for it. Elora Pesa sends it into the corner on the near side 1 zone. Setting up backside, big swing, and Elora kept it alive. Hadrava sends it over and picked up by Viterbo. Near side, big swing. Again, Elora is there. Pyburn in the middle. Going to be tapped over. Reinhardt with the dig. Sabaski. Far side running, roll shot for the kill. And it's plays like that that are momentum builders. Kenzie Winker earns the kill, her 7th. 15-10, Viterbo. McCabe, jump float. Over the top of the tape, Hadrava with the pass. Pesa near side. Good rip there by Corton. Far side, just pounding it. Was it touched? It was. And now I think you take a timeout. Yep. Head coach Lindsey Johnson takes timeout. 16-10 your score. You're listening and watching to the NSAA Super 6 from the Watertown Civic Arena on the Watertown Aero Activities YouTube page. Sorry guys, no luck on the kiss cam. Well, you put my wife up next to me and I'll plant one on her, but she's back in Aberdeen. So tough luck. 16-10 in favor of Viterbo. Mayville State needs a run here, and that's a good start. Nicole Corton puts it down to trim the deficit down to 5. Shout out to those watching online. Shout out to Katie Chandler and Miranda Peterson, both cheering for the Comets here tonight, watching on YouTube. Hadrava puts it over. Viterbo with Sabaski in the middle, gets through. Comets, though, ready for it. Pesa setting up Pyburn. Ashley Pyburn bringing a little extra with that one. Ashley Pyburn had a nice contest earlier on this afternoon. 12 kills, 7 total blocks against VCSU. Viterbo looking to get the momentum back. Big swing, and that's one way to do it. Leave it up to Kenzie Winker, and she'll help you there. Reinhardt will serve for Viterbo, and then a 5-point advantage. Reinhardt sends it over from left to right. Passed in the back row. Elora Pesa setting up her sister Samantha, and I thought there was some contact made with the net. Somehow, some way, Mitchell let it go, and Samantha Pesa is going to earn the kill there. Point for the Comets. 17-13 your score, as Mayville State needs a run here. Emily Condon to the service line. The transfer from Minnesota State Community and Technical College. Won 3rd at Nationals last year. Mitchell takes a big swing. She's blocked by Pyburn in the middle. Setting up far side. This is Rhodey getting through. Now picked up by the Comets in their attacking half, if you will, and Samantha Pesa with just an error. Pardon me, that was not Rhodey, that was Winker, I should say, on the last kill attempt by Viterbo on that far side. 18-13, Viterbo plus 5 to the service line. Come the V-Hawks. And that one's going to go far and wide, out of bounds. Service error from Viterbo. 18-14. Mayville State inching their way closer. For those of you just joining us, the V-Hawks winning the first set 28-26. V-Hawks have had most of the control in this second set, though. Rachel Hill to serve for the blue and white. Over the top of the tape. Reinhardt is there. They're going to run a one-ball. Nice job. Great offense. And an even better kill from Martina McGrath. Oh, no, they're going to call a lift. Ooh. Yeah, I could see that. Tough call, but I think, I could see that. 18-15 your score. See if Viterbo can get it back. Reinhardt sends it over. Great play by Hill. Samantha Pesa sends it over. Passed by Winker. And Viterbo trying to keep it alive to the Mayville side of the floor, and they do as the ball goes into the net. And McGrath earns the kill, getting that point back. Now with a pair of kills for her. Martina McGrath from Hartford Union High School, the Orioles. Second, I should say, 2-time All-Conference Award winner in high school there. Near side, Elora Pesa puts it right down to the floor. Boy, she just kind of wound up and just tattooed that one. Right in front of the line judge there on that far side. 19-16 as Elora continues to impress. She's had another nice day at the office. 5 kills, 12 set assists. Also has 4 digs as well. Mitchell in the middle. Dug out by Mayville State. Far side swing, gets through on the cut shot. Reinhardt calls everybody off. They'll go back row attack. Big swing, great dig again by the Comets. Near side, Elora Pesa, tap it over. And down to the floor. Martina McGrath. Another one. Listens to Cotton Eye Joe beforehand. Sometimes people listen to interesting music to, kind of get revved up for game day. Cotton Eye Joe is not one I would anticipate, but for Martina McGrath, there you go. I almost called her Martina McBride. Almost. Nice aggressive serve. Hadrava is going to roll shot it over, and she's going to earn the kill. How about Natalie Hadrava? That's her second of the day here today. Hadrava has had a nice tournament so far. Had a really solid performance against VCSU. 50 digs for her. That's her third kill of the tournament. Viterbo. Little modified back row attack. Hadrava with the pass there. This one gets through the block. Reinhardt calls everybody off. They'll set up far side. Big swing and down to the floor for Viterbo for Grace Rohde. Rohde puts it down to the floor for the 7th time here today. Got 7 kills from Rohde, 9 from Winker. Jada Mitchell with 6. Nice balanced attack, 21-17 in favor of the V-Hawks. As Viterbo will serve. Here's the jump float sent over. Passed by the Comets there in that backside 1 zone. Elora Pesa is blocked. And out of bounds with the block off of the antenna. So give her credit for a kill. I'm keeping track at home. Marissa Clemen laces up the sneaker. Near side, gonna be tapped over. Oh, what a nice play. Grace Rohde, that is such an astute play. Rohde came up like she was just gonna lay wood to it and then just kind of tapped it over like Happy Gilmore would do. Just a little tappy. A little tap, tap, tap-a-roo there. 22-18, Viterbo +4. Jump serve over the top of the tape. Nice aggressive serve. Elora Pesa setting up near side. That one gets through the block and down to the floor for Nicole Corton, her 4th. Chuck that, that's her 5th of the day. And Natalie Hadrava right to the service line for Mayville State. 22-19 your score in favor of the V-Hawks. Sent over, Viterbo controls, far side tapped over again. Pinching in was Elora Pesa, near side Samantha takes the rip and kept alive somehow by Winker there. And now they'll try to pay it off. Comets control though, Elora for Corton. Reinhardt, backside, Hadrava is there. Elora Pesa covers some ground, setting up Samantha. Reinhardt again, far side, big rip down to the floor. Kenzie Winker's 9th kill of the contest. Shout out to Aaron out from Hamburg, North Dakota, dialing in there as well, saying go Comets from North Dakota there. Nice setup to Pesa, controlled though by Viterbo, big swing. Again, the Comets were there ready for it. Nice dump by Elora, but now it's Mitchell, far side, gonna tap it over, gets through the block. Pyburn gave chase. Now fading away is Samantha Pesa. Let's see if they set up Mitchell. Nope, not this time, but a big block in the middle and down to the floor. Samantha Pesa was there along with Ashley Pyburn there as well. Emily Condon will serve it up for the Comets. They need 3 to tie. 23-20 your score. Condon to put hand to Baden. She does. This is Mitchell in the middle for the kill. Boy, you know, every time feels like Mayville's just about to cut right back into this deficit. They turn to their heavy hitter, and Jada Mitchell always has a response, doesn't she? You want to talk about a multi-sport athlete. Softball, basketball, track and field. Also did choir, drama, and speech forensics in high school plus band. That's a well-rounded individual. Far side big swing down to the floor. Mayville State still clicking. They got a chance here as Corton puts it down to the floor for the 6th time here today. 24-21 your score. Mayville State needs a run as Rachel Hill to serve for the Comets. One more point for Viterbo. They're up 2-0. Hill, jump float, passed by the V-Hawks. They'll set up Mitchell. She'll tap it over. Mayville State sends it right back. Reinhardt, far side big swing. Dugout, it's still alive, but not long enough. Down to the floor. Great effort by the Comets of MSU, but the 9th ranked team in the country has just taken a 25-21 advantage, which means they win the 2nd set. We'll come on back with the 3rd and perhaps decisive set. That's what you're hoping for if you're a Viterbo fan. Mayville State, they've got some work to do. We'll find out if they brought their shovels to the town that is water. We're back after this. You're watching the NSAA Super 6 from the Watertown Civic Arena. You know, sometimes people just can't be bothered to be on camera and they just want to stare at their cell phone all the time. Those two girls were just staring and staring and staring. They knew they were on camera and they were still saying, I don't want to. But they finally gave in to peer pressure, I guess. Good to see, I suppose, in this context. Viterbo hitting .248 for the contest. Kenzie Winker with 11 kills to pace this V-Hawk squad. Grace Rohde with 8 put-downs as well. She also has had a couple of blocks. A dozen digs for Adriana Reinhardt to pace the defense. You've got Samantha Pesa with 8 kills, 6 from Elora Pesa to go along with 15 set assists and 5 digs. 14 digs from Natalie Hadrava, your co-libero of the year. And also Peyton Richter with a dozen digs as well. Viterbo in the driver's seat. They lead it 2-0 as the Comets will put it in play from left to right. Near side swing. Big rip. Hadrava with the pass. Now free balled over. Reinhardt going down to a knee. Going to be tapped over. And one on by Elora Pesa. Elora going to get another chance. Dug out by Sabaski. Back row attack. Big swing by Winker. Mayville prepared for it. Pyburn. Now for Sabaski. Far side. Big swing. Gets through the block. Bayville State kept it alive somehow, some way. And now Elora Pesa free balls it over. What a great volley here. Here's the backside slide to no avail. Pyburn puts it down. AP puts it down to the hardwood here at the Watertown Civic Arena. Need a lot of those for Mayville to come on back. They want to extend this one to a 5th. Here we are in the 3rd right now. Near side, big swing. Was that contacted? I thought it was. Yep, it was. Marissa Clement with the kill, her 4th. You know, I asked some of these athletes about their pre-match superstitions, and Marissa Clement says, I despise superstitions. Some people have something, others have nothing. Marissa Clement says, I despise them. Everyone's different, aren't they? Far side, Cox. dug out by McCabe, near swing. Comets were ready for it. They brought the shovel. Here's Elora over to the top of the tape, put it down. Nope, not quite. Viterbo is ready for it. Near side swing, Hadrava with the dig. Pyburn, far side for Elora Pesa, brings it, but out of bounds. We mentioned at the top of the broadcast, Mayville State, a program ranked in the top 5 in the country. Matter of fact, number 1 in terms of total digs. And you've got 2 players that are co-liberos of the year. You knew you're going to see some defense here. Going to be a 1 ball, tapped over. Viterbo prepared for that one on the joust. It's over, and Viterbo earns the point. Pyburn kind of misjudged that ball, and the point goes to Viterbo. Once again, thanks for those of you watching in. Shoot us some messages there on the live chat on the YouTube stream. We'll give you some shout outs here on the broadcast. Mayville State on serve receive. Over the top of the tape, Elora Pesa gonna push it through to Reinhardt. Sabaski in the middle to Calkins. Near side, blocked by Calkins there in the middle, and down for the kill. Mariah Calkins from Sun Prairie High School. Likes to knit and do puzzles, and a 4-H kid back there in the day was Mariah from Sun Prairie, Wisconsin. 4-1 in favor of Viterbo. Jump serve, nice aggressive serve. Mayville prepared for it, little backside, little tip. They got the pancake down, far side swing. That one did not get over. As Coach DeLong not pleased with that result, but good effort. And Elora Pesa steps up to the service line. Here's Elo to put it in play. She recalls when this program beat Bellevue when they were ranked her freshman year, 15-13 in that 5th set. Had the solo block for the win. Pesa says the power went out that night because of strong wind and rain in North Dakota, but what a memorable night it was for her in that win. Mayville State, Elora sends it near side, gets through the block. Reinhardt somehow dug it out. Sabaski in the middle for Calkins. Elora for Cox. Reinhardt is there. Sabaski, backside, gets through the block. Great job by the defense and Cox, and putting it down to the floor is Nicole Corton. Mayville State starts to earn some momentum on their sideline now as they're trailing it 4-3 in this 3rd set. Elora Pesa to serve over the top of the tape. Nice aggressive serve there. Sabaski setting up Calkins, and that'll be a kill for Mariah Calkins, the senior. Adriana Reinhardt will put it in play for Viterbo. She'll serve from right to left on your video screen. Into the corner, passed by Cox. Elora Pesa gives chase, going to be a roll shot it over. Great dig, but nobody else was there to come up with the extra pass. As Reinhardt had a great job of that, but Hadrava will now navigate to the service line for Mayville State. Hadrava, couple of dribbles, puts it skyward, and that's a service ace for Natalie Hadrava. You know, it's interesting because Natalie Hadrava has more kills today than service aces, and typically for a libero, it's the exact opposite. Hadrava ties things up after that last exchange at 5 apiece. Hadrava with the jump float sent over. Pass by Viterbo. This is Mitchell in the middle. She is blocked by Pyburn. And Ashley Pyburn says, holy cow. Yeah, I've got it. I've got some ups too. Mayville State earns the point, the service, and the lead. 6-5 in this 3rd set. As Natalie Hadrava, a couple of dribbles. There's a superstition. Jump float sent over. Passed by Viterbo. Near side, down the line. Oh man, what defense, but not quite long enough. And give credit to Kenzie Winker for the termination there. I've got her now for 12 on the day for Kenzie Winker. Her mom actually forced her to play volleyball in 2nd grade, then immediately fell in love with the game. You wonder, you know, sometimes with stories like that, with these student athletes. You know, what would they be doing if their parents didn't encourage them to play a certain sport? You wonder. Well, she's a really good volleyball player on a really good team. Hadrava with the dig. Now that's going to be a whistle on Mitchell over the top of the tape. And Mayville State earns the point and the serve back, leading at 7-6 in this third set. Emily Condon to serve for MSU. Family owns a restaurant called Dee's Drive-In in Barnesville, Minnesota. So the next time you're in Barnesville, check out Dee's Drive-In. Mitchell getting upstairs for that one. Now dumped over by Elora Pesa, but Reinhardt was ready for it. Near side swing blocked by Highburn in the middle. Mitchell tries again. Mayville State prepared. Little one ball gets over the top of the tape. They'll try the pancake, and the fork is not long enough. Johnson earns the kill. Champion of Character Award winner from Mayville, North Dakota, hometown gal, Cora. 8-6 in favor of MSU. Now make it 8-7 after the service error. Winner of this bout gets Bellevue tomorrow at 2 o'clock for a chance to dance in the NAIA National Tournament. And truth be told, I think both of those teams, should Viterbo win, will be going into the NAIA tournament. One would get an at-large bid, I would think. Hadrava, roll shot. Reinhardt is there. Running roll shot once again. Hadrava with the pass. Elora with the dump. Kaylee Cowell with the dig, though. And put down to the floor from Grace Rohde. Grace Rohde, her 9th of the contest. Right side hitter from Winona, Minnesota. And we're tied up at 8 apiece. There's the jump serve. Hadrava with the pass on serve receive. Elora Pesa setting up backside for an absolute tomahawk by Nicole Corton, her 8th of the contest there.
Number 10, the setter, Rachel Hill.
Mayville +1 on the scoreboard. Reinhardt calls everybody off, sets up a near side swing, gets through the block, and now Samantha Pesa sends it over. Grace Rohde was there. Rohde takes the big hack, gets through the block, calling for the one ball, but it's Samantha Pesa instead. Reinhardt for Rohde. Yes. Her 10th. And Kenzie Winker has a dozen to pace the attack for Viterbo. Matter of fact, to pace all players, as a matter of fact. Tied at 9 apiece. Jump serve sent over, controlled by MSU. Near side swing. Pesa earns another one. Samantha, her 9th. Nicole Corton with 9 as well. Pesa's 9th kill on her 26th swing of the night. And now Samantha Pesa sends it over short. Viterbo a little out of system here a little bit. A block in the middle, and it looked like Elora Pesa and Cora Johnson were there for that one. 10-9 your score in favor of the Comets of Mayville State. Now make it 11-9 after that last exchange. Samantha Pesa passes to Reinhardt. Little one ball in the middle for Calkins, who puts it down. Mariah Calkins, her 3rd. Her 3rd on her 10th swing. She's hitting 300 here today. Well, nice to see some fatheads here too. Nice to see some fan support from a long ways, from Mayville to Watertown and La Crosse, Wisconsin to Watertown there as well. Fisted through by Cora Johnson. Going to be tapped over by Viterbo, and Viterbo is going to earn the point, and we are tied up at 11 apiece. And I think Calkins got credited for that one there too. And Calkins now with 4 on 11 swings. Kills, that is. Viterbo looking for the lead. Jump serve short. Setting up far side Cox for the kill. Abby Cox has been kind of a diamond in the rough for this Mayville State squad, earning the kill there. And it's a 12-11 contest in favor of MSU. Viterbo winning the first 2 sets, 26 and 21 respectively. Here's the serve getting over the top of the tape. Now dumped over. Oh, what a play. Lauren Sabaski says, yeah, that's me. I can do stuff like that. Kind of nodded and said, uh-huh. 12 all. Nice astute play by Lauren Sabaski, the 5'9" senior setter from Inver Grove Heights, Minnesota. Tied up at 12 apiece. Here's the jump serve by the V-Hawks. Controlled. Now blocked for the moment by Calkins. Hill going backside, and it is out of bounds. Tough break on the attempt, and Viterbo earns the point right on back. They lead at 13-12 in this third set. Viterbo wants it to be the decisive set. Viterbo to put it in play. As you see it from right to left, nice aggressive serve. Cox kept it alive. Elora Pesa sends it over to Sabaski. Reinhardt near side, fading away. Oh, what a play by the defense of Hadrava, now dumped over. Calkins gives another chance. This is Elora. Far side Hill from Cox, or Cox from Hill, I should say. And Abby puts it down again. And we're tied up at lucky 13. Elora Pesa puts the right hand to it. Viterbo ready for it on serve receive. A big swing, but it's blocked. Sabaski gets it back. Reinhardt backside once again. Hadrava was there from the Winker kill attempt. Tapped over by Cox. Reinhardt, far side, tapped down the line. Corton is there. Little one ball in the middle, gets through. McCabe with the pass. Hard swing, down to the floor for Viterbo. Marissa Clemen with her 5th termination of the contest. Older sister played softball at Winona State, NSIC school. Her parents actually met in a stats class in Viterbo University. That's the best thing I've ever heard by anybody attending a stats class ever. Stats was tough. Mitchell puts it down. Jada Mitchell, her 8th. Yeah, stats for me back in the day at Marquette University was unkind. I sat in the back row and I said a rosary. I passed. That's all that matters. 15-13, the V-Hawks. I think if you surrender a point here, Coach Johnson might be thinking about a timeout. Reinhardt sends it over. Viterbo ready for it. Far side Corton. Man, incredible piece of defense right there by McCabe. Now Mayville gets it right on back. This is Cox, blocked and down to the floor. And just like that, it's 16-13, and you just can't let this thing get any bigger. And Coach Johnson says timeout. +3 on the scoreboard for the V-Hawks of Viterbo. You're watching and listening and observing and hopefully enjoying the NSAA Super 6 from the Watertown Civic Arena. Once again, a big shout out to Ryan Remmer's crew here as we broadcast live from the NSAA Super 6 at the Watertown Civic Arena. Viterbo goes +3 on the scoreboard right now in this third set. 16-13, Mayville State looking to end this charge. Corton blocked. Hadrava dug it out. Ooh, they're going to call 4 hits. 4 contacts on Mayville State. Viterbo goes +4 as Coach Ryan DeLong, NSAA Coach of the Year for the 2nd consecutive season, says aim at the 1 zone. Dumped over. Comets trying to get tricky with that one. Big rip by Winker. Hadrava was ready. Tapped over. And a whistle, and what do we have? 4 contacts once again on Viterbo. Excuse me, on Mayville, I should say. And right now you're starting to see Mayville just come up a couple of clicks short. You know, you played a 5-setter earlier. That takes a lot of gas out of your tank. Viterbo, of course, very well rested. You wonder how much, you know, perhaps some fatigue might set into play. This is Mitchell in the middle. We'll try again, and there's the result again. Kenzie Winker for her 13th, and it's 19-13. Winker with a baker's dozen here today, hitting north of 200. Also has 9 digs and 3 blocks. 19-13, Adriana Reinhardt put it in play. Co-libero of the year, and miscommunication in that back row, and that's a service ace between Hadrava and Corton. And now you're down 20-13. And I believe Mayville State has a timeout left, I think. But Reinhardt picks up the service ace there. Reinhardt tries again, it's short and into the net. Side out. Mayville State gonna send Abby Cox off. Natalie Hadrava to the service line. She'll be right behind that 5 zone on that far side of the gym floor. Hadrava, there's the serve. Pass by Viterbo. Sabaski near side for a big rip for a kill for Kenzie Winker, her 14th. Can't spell Winker without a K in there. Kenzie Winker. 14 terminations here tonight. Can't spell Kenzie without a K there either. Unless you want to do it with a C. I mean, that'd be kind of weird, but beyond that. 21-14 your score. Comets down by 7. Viterbo looking to make this a double-digit lead with a couple of points here. Pyburn takes a big swing. Somehow the defense was there, ready for it for McCabe. Hadrava with the pass. Near side swing, it's blocked. Pyburn for Hadrava, roll shot. Good dig, now Mitchell tries again. Hadrava calling for it, she'll get it. Reinhardt is there, Mitchell again, yes. Jada Mitchell for her 9th kill of the contest, and a timeout taken by head coach Lindsey Johnson. And Viterbo is 3 points away from a straight set sweep over the Comets of Mayville State. We're back after this. It's the NSAA Super 6 from the Watertown Civic Arena. (22-14) your score. Viterbo about to serve from near side to far side as you see it. As Cole puts it in play. Pass by the Comets. They've got some work to do. Pesa gets them started. Samantha Pesa's 10th kill of the contest. First player in double figures for MSU. And Mayville State got to just take a deep breath right now. You got to take it 1 point at a time. As Emily Condon to the service line, the transfer from Minnesota State Community and Technical College. Reinhardt with the pass. in the middle. Big swing. It's blocked and out of bounds. Or was it in? Just in bounds. Oh, boy, was that close. Referee was right on top of it. And that one just clipped that far line in front of the scores table. 22-16. It was Cora Johnson with the point. Mayville State sends it over. They're going to set up Mitchell for the kill. You know, Jada Mitchell has had so many clean looks tonight for Viterbo, and that speaks to how dynamic and diverse this Viterbo offense is. I mean, do you want to guard her? Do you want to guard Mariah Calkins? Do you want to guard Clemens? Do you want to guard Rhodey? Do you want to guard Winker? I mean, pick your poison. 23-16. There's the serve. Elora Pesa setting up Samantha, and that one's out of bounds. Was it tipped? Coach Johnson sure thinks so. And Coach Johnson can't believe it. We're going to call it's out of bounds. And if that call stands, it's 24-16. And Coach Johnson just cannot believe it. Wow, that's a toughie. Viterbo looking to win this thing. Big swing, gets through the block. That's close to a lift. Reinhardt, big swing, dug out by Mayville State. Elora Pesa setting up her sister Samantha for the kill. Yes. Samantha Pesa with 11. 24-17. Coach Johnson fighting hard for her program. Kind of sense that the end is nigh. It draws nigh, but not quite here yet. 24-17. Hill, the approach into that far side one zone. They're going to set up near side big rip, and that'll do it. Viterbo is going to the championship against Bellevue tomorrow as Grace Rhodey puts it on ice. 25-17, your final score. Viterbo, the 1 seed, 9th ranked team in the country, will take on the Bruins, the 2 seed, the 14th ranked team in the country. Stop me if you've heard this before. It's Bellevue, it's Viterbo. It's for an opportunity to dance in the NAIA National Tournament. That's tomorrow, right here at the Civic Arena. And we'll have the broadcast for you right here at 2 o'clock first serve in the 1 versus 2 pairing. Bellevue beat Viterbo in 4 sets last time those two teams played each other. And I would anticipate another dandy. Viterbo, they got it done early here tonight. Bellevue, they got it done early here tonight. Both teams winning in straight sets. And the V-Hawks of Viterbo, they will advance to take on the Bruins of Bellevue. 2 really good coaches. Trish Sedlick for the Bellevue squad, and the coach of the year, Ryan DeLong, for Viterbo University there as well. 25-17, a straight set sweep for the V-Hawks, as we'll come on back and take a look at some numbers here in this one, and we'll see if we can bring in Coach DeLong as well. And he's going to back to the dressing room, so I don't know if we'll see if we get him. Maybe, maybe not. But either way, we hack it. We'll take a quick break right now and come on back with numbers. After this, it's the NSAA Super 6 at the Watertown Civic Arena. Welcome back inside the broadcast booth here from the NSAA Super 6 at the Watertown Civic Arena. It is the V-Hawks of Viterbo University downing the Comets of Mayville State in straight sets. And we are setting up for another absolute classic between Bellevue and Viterbo. We'll have the broadcast for you right here on this web stream tomorrow on the good old YouTubes. David Tewksbury here, joined alongside by you, sir, or madam, the listener. Thanks again for watching and taking us in here tonight into your living rooms and your cell phones and tablets and what have you. Viterbo, they win this one in straight sets, winning 26, 21, and 17. Viterbo for the contest hitting a very solid 242 and a very, very dynamic offensive attack. Once again, this has been a calling card of a Ryan DeLong team. You've got one player, you've got two players, you've got three players. Where do you go to defend? And give credit to Viterbo and give credit to Mayville State too. Coach Johnson did a great job with this program here this season, downing Valley City earlier on today, but today was all about the V-Hawks as they advance to take on the Bellevue Bruins tomorrow. Kenzie Winker finishes with 13 kills on 47 swings. She hits .213 here today. Jada Mitchell, the NSAA Offensive Player of the Year, really impressive. Also the Freshman of the Year there as well. She hits .280 tonight. And also with 10 terminations on 25 swings, also had 6 blocks. She was all over the place, particularly there right in the middle. Grace Rohde hits .300 tonight on 30 swings, also had 11 kills to go along with a couple of blocks as well. And on defense, you had 20 digs from Adriana Reinhardt, NSAA Co-Libero of the Year, 17 digs from McCabe, Kennedy McCabe there with 17 for her. And also Kaylee Cole for Viterbo had a nice contest with 14 assists as well as 15 digs. So a double-double there for Kaylee in this one. And also a double-double performance from Lauren Sabaski with 11 digs and 25 set assists as Viterbo wins this one in straight sets. For the Comets, they hit a $147 tonight. 143 total attacks, 40 kills, 19 errors. They were led by the 11 kills from Samantha Pesa. On 29 swings, she had 5 errors. She hit .207 tonight. Nicole Corton hits a $129, 31 swings, 9 kills, and 5 errors for her. Abby Cox with a nice day. Again, hitting .375, 7 kills on 16 swings. 6 terminations from Elora Pesa to go along with 21 set assists and 8 digs. Not quite a triple-double that she had in that first match against the Vikings of VCSU. Ashley Pyburn with 3 kills. Natalie Hadrava with 22 digs along with 2 kills there as well. And you had 19 digs from Peyton Richter in this one. Elora Pesa again with those 21 set assists. Rachel Hill with 13 set assists to go along with the 7 digs. Mayville State outdug tonight by just 180 to 79. And the Comets, they see their season come to a close as the Vikings of VCSU, as well as the Comets of Mayville State, all teams from North Dakota, they see their season come to a close. So here we are in northeastern South Dakota in Watertown with a long ways to go from Bellevue to get here to Watertown. They're in the championship. Lacrosse all the way to Watertown, a long ways to go, but we appreciate you watching in on the YouTube page here, Watertown Aero Activities. We appreciate you watching in and letting us into your living rooms here tonight. But all of the quote-unquote local teams are out. But you know what? You can feel their energy for sure from a long ways away as Viterbo wins this one in straight sets. So what does our bracket look like? Pretty simple. We've been there. We've seen it. We've been a part of some incredible ones over the years. And it'll be Bellevue. It'll be Viterbo. It'll be tomorrow right here on Watertown Aero Activities. It's been a lot of fun here. 4 broadcasts now down in the books. 4 down, 1 to go for a chance to dance in the NAIA National Tournament. Been an absolute blast to be with you here inside the Watertown Civic Arena. Got to give a big shout out to Ryan Remmers and his entire staff for getting us going here, broadcasting live. We appreciate him. We appreciate the entire staff of volunteers doing an outstanding job once again. But that about does it for us in our time together here tonight. This is David Tewksbury saying ever onward, always forward, and never backward. Thanks again for lending us your eyes and your ears. You've been watching and listening to exclusive coverage of the NSAA Super 6 from the Watertown Civic Arena. Good night.